Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Journey to Wisdom and Wealth. My name is Tara. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. Thanks so much for joining me. I truly do appreciate it. Um, if you're not new here, you know you're already part of the what? Grateful gang, gang, gang. Grateful gang, 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 gang. Grateful gang, gang, gang. Grateful gang, 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 gang. And if you're not a part of Grateful Gang, we'd love to have you here. Okay. Over here we do budgeting as well as first time. No, we're not doing your first time homeownership stuff is really over there on Tarek and Nicole now, but budgeting, digital budgeting, all the things. And today is just gonna be hopefully a short little talk about how I'm feeling with my finances, y'all, and the real deal of what's going on. So I have two channels. I have Journey to Wisdom and Wealth, and I have Tara Gay Nicole. It'll be linked down in the description and maybe linked up in the top. But I've been finding that I do a lot of things for Tara Gay Nicole. Y'all will see it, blah, blah, blah. I'm starting to put the grocery hauls up here if they're not already in a vlog. But I'm finding that lately, after spending money on buying clothes, I feel like I don't want to do my budgeting videos. And I after sitting and thinking about it for a while, I'm starting to feel like it's been linked to feeling shameful about it or something like that. And I don't want that for myself. And I don't want that for any of you. So I feel like we watch a lot of videos and we see a lot of people on their journeys and what they're doing, and some people are investing and some people are saving, and some people are saving for a house. That used to be for me. And some people are just saving for their emergency fund, and some people are going on vacations because they've gotten to that part. Some people are debt free. And we get so consumed with like what everybody else is doing that we okay, reverse, 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 reverse. Reverse. I get so consumed, and maybe you can relate. This is just some information I'm submitting to you. You could take with it what you will. Like, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just out here sharing how I'm feeling right now. Okay, things could change, things may not change, but this is how I feel right now. So I'm just submitting to you that I sometimes feel like consuming all of that information makes me feel like I need to do everything sometimes. Like, I'm like, oh my God, my 401k is not good. Oh my God, I don't have a Roth IRA. Oh my God, I'm not investing. Oh my goodness, sorry God. Oh my goodness, I'm just not saving enough, and my emergency fund's not where it needs to be. And this is not this, and that is not that. And this person over here is doing all these savings challenges. And for me, all this that don't even face me. I'm not not really. I think they're fun, but I'm just kind of like, put the money in the account, sis. They'll put the money in the account. There are things that I will do it for, just kind of sometime-ish. Sometime-ish. Like, if I feel like doing it, then I'm going to do it. If I don't feel like doing it, I'm not going to do it. It's just how I'm feeling, right? And I don't know if to me, that's not inconsistent as long as the money is being saved, you know? And so when I first started my journey, and I really had to sit down, y'all, and think about who I am as a person. When I first started my journey, I was very much about paying my car off and saving. Those are my two main goals. That is what I did. When I left YouTube, for whatever reason, I ended up moving to Georgia. I wanted to be closer to family, which I'm super grateful for, you all. And it's been great. And I wanted to save for a house, and that is what I did. Like, I put my mind to saving for a house. I put my mind towards, the little things that houses may need, your inspection, appraisals, and maybe furniture. And unfortunately for me, the market that I ended up buying my house in was a seller's market. So out of the $20,000 that I was able to save by the grace of God, without him, none of this is possible. I have no health, I have no strength to do what I had to do. I ended up even getting a part-time job. But with all of that being said, with all the $20,000 I saved, y'all, I ended up putting like $17,000 down on this house because I bought it from like an open door situation. I had to pay all the closing costs. We're in like a buyer's market. People pay your closing costs for you, and you're not paying. Like, I had to put in I did a conventional loan, so I wasn't getting help on the down payment. I had to like put in for I forget what it's called now, but it's like you say you're gonna make sure you cover appraisal gap. So I had to put in for appraisal gap towards if the appraisal didn't come in as much, I would pay this much more. I had to pay a lot, right? And I'm not complaining. This is just my particular situation. If you can avoid buying in a seller's market, I say do that. You know, in my case, it was time for me to go. I've been home long enough, and honestly, I'm glad I did. God is good. I'm glad I bought what I did, because after I bought, even though I feel like my house is a little much for the area that it's in, houses now are going for like $30,000 more, to be honest. Okay, than I bought for, and I'm grateful that I got in when I did, because I couldn't afford anymore. So that being said, I feel as though once I got the house, I kind of lost myself. Like, I had too many goals, if that made sense. Like, I felt like I was doing, first of all, I was like still working a part-time job. I couldn't get my house together, and I just couldn't. So I left, and then I was working, and I'm trying to like reschedule up my budget and figure it out. And I finally get my budget to where I want to. Then the car accident happens, and now I gotta include a car thing. And you know, I had a lot of water issues happening in my house. I don't know, it's called the water house. Where the beginning there is like splish splash. Everything that could break that had to do with water was breaking, and I was spending money. And then I was just like, this is ridiculous, right? And then I had the car, and then it was like I got to a point where my budget is so tight that I felt like I can't even save. Like, this is insane. Like, when did I get to this point? And I'm now at a stage where I personally want to save to fix my home. But everything else out there is saying, like, if you watch everything else, it's like, save your emergency fee funds. No one really has a house emergency. I think I'm the one who has a house emergency fund. I don't know that anybody else has a house emergency. Maybe a few other people, but I felt like that was something I figured out myself. I was like, I need something separate for the house and something separate for regular emergencies. But like, no, maybe not. Maybe I heard it somewhere. I don't know. Either way. Then I was like, I don't have enough in my house emergency fund. I don't have enough in my general emergency fund. But I also don't love walking into my house the way it is. And y'all, it's starting to get on my nerves, because I feel like I'm getting on my own nerves, because I feel like I can't make a decision. I feel as though I'm so busy trying to like do what everybody else wants me to do, that I'm not doing what I want to do. Like, everything in my kitchen is broken. And if y'all know me, I cook at home. Okay, I cooks at home. Like, I even started baking, which is new for me. And the stove God, I want to say thank you for my home. I'm not complaining. And I want to say thank you for my operational appliances the way they are. At least they're working for the most part. But the truth is, the dishwasher hasn't worked. It comes on, it goes, it don't drain. Never had. I've been living in my house for over a year now and have never had the pleasure of using a dishwasher in my own home. The microwave, the zero on it is sometime-ish, because I got it to work the other day, but then it wasn't working the other day. And so, you know, like, that is annoying. Although the microwave is very high-powered and good stuff, you know. The stove, if you have too many burners, I don't think all the burners work, but if you have too many burners on and the stove on, it chips a breaker and it makes a loud popping sound, which is very scary for me. And then the fridge, the handle they glued on just broke off at the bottom, and you can tell that the fridge is on its last leg because it's so loud. If you leave the door open too long and then close, it's like I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, you know. The carpet in my house is not what I want. I am allergic to almost everything, including dust mites, cat, everything you can think about. I don't like it, and I would like to put in hardwood floors, at least on the lower level for now, and maybe going up the stairs. I would like to change all the appliances in my kitchen. I would like a dining room table and chairs, like the basics, you know. Like, and honestly, I I need to do all this right away. But in the mindset that I'm at, I feel like the people around me in the that's my perception of the people in the community would be like, why is she buying dining room tables and appliances for her house if she doesn't have a proper emergency fund? Or why is she buying these things or doing these things if she doesn't have a proper like house emergency fund intact? Which logically makes sense. You know, it's not an outlandish request, but to me, for my value of life, it makes more sense for me to have my house in the way that I want it and then start saving for the other stuff. But logically, it doesn't. And I mean, I don't know if anybody's going to understand where I'm coming from. I get it. Like, if I was in an apartment and I had the luxury of my own space and things like that, I would save till I was saved down. You know what I mean? If I had the extra money to save. And y'all got to remember, it's just me. I don't have anybody helping me. Whatever I do and I have to figure out on my own. It's a very tricky dynamic, and I'm just getting frustrated. You know, like, I feel like if I say I'm going to do something, I feel like I'm going to be being judged. But with all that being said, it's my journey, and I really shouldn't care. If that makes any sense. Like, I really shouldn't care about what everybody else is thinking or doing. And I don't want to get to a place where I feel like I don't want to be on YouTube anymore because I feel judged. Like, Jesus is not hiring. I don't need anybody judging my opinions. And to be fair, I might just be in my head because I feel like a lot of my subscribers are very understanding, like very supportive, just great, you know? I would like to hear your insights. Do you ever feel like this? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Do you understand where I'm coming from? And another example that's been on my mind even is clothes. Like, y'all know, if you've been with me for a while, I don't buy clothes often. I actually buy clothes seasonally. So I buy clothes for spring and summer, and I buy clothes for fall and winter. And this time around, I guess because I don't feel like I'm financially where I need to be, I felt like when I bought clothes, and I have a box of clothes that just came from Torrid. I was blessed with some Torrid cash from my coworker who had a lot, and I had like a couple dollars, and she gave me the rest. And so I was like, why not do this and not waste the opportunity? But like, I bought the clothes, y'all, and those clothes came on Friday. And it is Sunday, and I have not even opened the box because I feel some kind of guilt. Because I put on a card. Actually, what I did was there was some money already on my Discover card, and I took some in my emergency fund and paid the balance off, and then I put the new money on the card. And honestly, I'm at the space where I'm about to just take the rest of the emergency, not finish the emergency, but take some money out of the emergency fund again and just pay that card off and be done, because I don't like it there. But I also, like, do you use your emergency fund for that? That's not really what you use your emergency fund for. But I also don't want to see the money sitting on the card. It's strange. But either way, I feel as though, like, shame and guilt around buying myself clothes. And one part of me is like, why? Did you not need the clothes? Are there not holes in your pants, holes in your shoes, like holes in your shirt? I'm not very pissed because this is a new shirt and there's already a hole in it. I don't know if y'all can see. Like, legit. But like, why do I feel that way? And I feel like I have still some unresolved trauma around spending money. And I don't want to be that person that lives in a state of shame, anxiety, and upset when I don't spend money on what people think is the logical thing to spend money on. Like, I should be able to go on a vacation and feel okay about going on a vacation. I should be able to buy clothes and feel okay about buying clothes. I should be able to buy furniture for my house and feel okay about buying furniture without being like, oh my God, I'm never going to get this money back. How am I going to get this money back? This shouldn't come out of here. This is so many compartments. Shouldn't come. That's why sometimes, I'm not going to lie, like, this is one of the reasons I was not a fan of sinking funds, because I love a sinking fund now and I see their purpose, but sometimes they become like these things where it's like you can't take money out of here because that is for that. And that is the purpose of them. But I think for me, my mentality can't handle that sometimes, because what I need is what I needed. And if I had to take it out of there, the whole rationalization that goes along with why I took the money out of there is just, it's a whole to do for me. And it's like, oh my God, why did you do that, Tara? You should have planned better and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and just like now, I am very aware of my cycle of needing to buy new clothes every season, or a few pieces, not like a whole wardrobe every season. And to me, I'm like, all right, well, that would require you to save. That means you should start putting a certain amount of money now for the fall winter season that's coming up. But then I'm like, where are you getting that money from though? Okay. And the same can be said about like furniture and things like that. It's like, okay, you know you want to buy furniture, but you're so hell bent on like saving for savings. Where is the furniture money come in? And maybe I'm just, like I say, I'm not gonna keep talking because it's just me kind of like sharing my process in my head of where I go with these things. I just want you to know, if you're like me, you're not alone. You're absolutely not alone. You're not the only confused one. We don't have it all together. I don't have it all together. I don't know what I'm doing half the time when it comes to my finances. I try to be a good steward of my money. And yes, sometimes I mess up. And I just try to get back on the right track. And that's pretty much all I'm saying, y'all. Like, if you can relate, please go ahead and comment down below so I don't feel alone. If you can't relate, go ahead and comment down below so I can hear your perspective. I'm totally about listening to what people have to say, because maybe it'll give me the shift that I need. In the end, I want to get over these hurdles of traumas and anxieties and shamefulness and feeling like I failed myself if I don't live up to what I said I was going to do, or what other people feel I need to be doing, because I'm honestly about to switch gears and start saving for my dining room set and forget the rest. like literally putting a few dollars away in other things, but really saving for something else, because I have to feel like I have a balanced life, and me constantly just worried about credit cards and like emergency funds, it's not a balanced life to me. Like, a balanced life to me has to do with my home life and going out and enjoying the world and spending time with my friends and families and going to the movies and picnics and solo dates and taking care of my health and spending money on healthier foods. I cannot constantly just be, why do I feel like I'm getting upset? I'm not upset. I'm not upset. It's just like, this might have spawned because my coworker's mom passed away yesterday, and I'm just like, I can't live a life where it rotates around money. I don't want this lack mindset. I need to believe that God has given me money to steward well, and that He will provide when I need to be provided for, as long as I'm doing okay. I'm not saying I'm gonna go book some cruise and put it all on a credit card, because to me that's not really stewarding your money. Also, not judging you if that is something you did. Like, it's your own personal journey, and that's what I'm saying. Well, but I'm also not going to feel bad about putting clothing purchase on my credit card because I needed clothes. And I do, but I don't want to. But anyway, that is all I had to say about that. I hope this made sense and it wasn't totally rambly and ridiculous, and some of y'all knew where I was coming from. Comment down below your thoughts. I love you all so much. Thanks for listening. Remember, in order to be great, you have to be grateful. And I'm super duper grateful for you. Don't worry, the May budget is coming, and the reconciliation of the credit card is coming as well, as much as I don't want to do that either. But it's coming. All right, y'all. Love you. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Remember, all things are always working out for your good for those who believe. And it's faith over fear this year, but not just this year, but what? Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever, ever, forever, ever, ever, forever. Holy shoulder, a ever, forever, ever. Bye.